If you're feeling like you are too aware and like this awareness is ruining your life and your experience, then this video is for you. So self-awareness was supposed to set you free, but for many of us, it's actually become a prison. It's because awareness without certain tools can be dangerous. And maybe you've seen the videos like this one, or this one, and I think I have the unique perspective that can really help you. I'm an emotional mastery coach, and what I've realized is that you are not too aware. You are just stuck in a stage that you've already outgrown. So let's begin leaving that stage behind. We've been taught that self-awareness is the goal, but for many of us, awareness has become this weapon of self-criticism. And we need to undo these 5 things to find peace. The thing is, you're never really learning awareness. Awareness is always there. You are learning to be aware of awareness, and a lot of people get stuck in some of these stages that we will discuss in this video. So the first reason awareness feels heavy is that you have the awareness, but no ability to regulate. You've entered a state of this hypervigilance. You're watching your thoughts like a hawk waiting for a mistake. And this isn't awareness. It's hypervigilance, it's thought policing. You aren't broken. You're just stuck in a phase you've already outgrown. It serves its purpose, which was to gather information about yourself, to look at your life as a detective would, without judgment or fixing, just observing. And you thought that if you develop more self-awareness, then you'll finally be free, that all your problems will disappear and become less prevalent. And I really thought so too. The second step is self-aggression. So take a look at the reasons why you started this self-awareness journey. Was it truly to, connect with yourself, or was it to fix the part of yourself that you find a bit problematic? And even though improving our lives is a good thing to do, of course we always want to improve ourselves and so on, but constantly chasing more positive and less negative is never going to result in freedom, given the way life works. Experiencing your life as an expression of freedom is the most satisfying way to participate in this precious human adventure. And from this perspective, it doesn't really matter what the weather is outside. What matters is the state of mind through which you're experiencing it. So this is exactly the shift. We're moving from this manager of emotions, sorting the emotions into the good pile and the bad pile, into this allowing awareness that everything has a place in our experience without our attachment to it. So true awareness isn't really about a perfect bouquet of emotions. It's about the hand that is holding all of this in unconditional kindness. If you're only using awareness to find what's problematic, what's negative in your experience, then you're not really helping yourself to connect, but to further disown the parts of yourself that look like they need fixing. The true I am awareness, which is your true nature, is about feeling everything that appears in our experience without alerting ourselves that it's a problematic part that comes up. So, real talk. When was the first time you thought yourself to be a project that needs fixing? And at what point Will you be fixed enough to not be a project anymore? The problem with this approach is that the finish line is a moving target and you're running yourself to exhaustion trying to catch it. We've learned to weaponize self-improvement, telling ourselves, if I fix this, then I'll be happy. If I manifest this, then I'll be worthy. As we learned already, this is self-aggression. It's a carryover from childhood. And as children, we'd rather believe we are the problem because that gives us the illusion of control. If you had a choice to hit yourself or wait for your parent to hit you, which one would you choose? If I am the problem, then I can fix it to earn love. But you aren't a project to be fixed. You are already whole. So drop into your body, take a breath, and transition from the body, which feels the tension, to the I am, which simply observes the tension without judgment. So I have a question for you. Can you accept just 10 seconds of this uncomfortable feeling? Not forever, just for 10 seconds. Just feeling the sensations in your body right now. Just let it be there. Because this feeling is just a sensation in your body. And it doesn't mean anything about your worth, your future, or your identity. It also cannot harm you. The if-then trap is the ego's attempt to condition your existence. It thinks it knows better than the life force moving through you. But let me ask you this. Do you really believe that your ego knows better than the universe, the source, God? I see this with my clients all the time. The level of awareness that is incredibly high, but the regulation part hasn't caught up yet. And it's a terrifying trap to be in. It's like knowing that you are on fire, but not having access to extinguisher. You feel the heat, you see the flames, but you're paralyzed by the data. And it also isn't one of those instances when you just have to put on a brave face and endure what's happening. Don't just think about what you feel. Feel what you feel. Drop into your body and allow the sensations without interpretations, without a story, without a timer. Just let it be. Allow the now. Let the breath take itself. Force nothing, even if it's uncomfortable. Everyone loves the sun, but it takes a soul to enjoy the rain too. And the final trap is disconnection. We get so lost in the work of awareness, the shadow work, the manifestation, the constant scanning for signs or proofs that it's not here, that we forget to actually live the life that we are trying to improve. Treating this 3D world as a waiting room until something better comes along. Self-improvement should be a check-in on your to-do list, not a full-time job. Allocate time to feel, to process, to build your body awareness. And then for the rest of the day, don't even think about it. Immerse yourself in what brings you joy. Because awareness is also figuring out what makes you feel alive and then having the courage to go for it. So it doesn't really matter what you're doing as long as you're doing this with presence. Because by doing more, what we do is actually we are disconnecting from our true self. And this realization, I am, has always been the goal. It's time to realign. It's not really what we see that is the problem, but how we relate to it. Because seeing your emotions, being aware of them, and still having this kind of hateful relation to them, trying to fix them, it's like disowning a part of yourself, deeming it as problematic or unworkable. And if you're exhausted, I totally understand. Who wouldn't be tired when we are at war with ourselves every single day? So, the war is over. You don't have to be a project anymore. You can just be. And it's time to ease into the next stage of your journey, which is allowing. Our instinct is to always improve our circumstances, to feel more safe and to feel more joy. But knowing how life works, this isn't really sustainable, is it? Rather, it's best to create this safety within ourselves and develop the mindset where we always have a good state of mind regardless of circumstances. And it doesn't mean you're happy all the time, but you are okay with whatever happens without reacting too much. Practicing this unconditional kindness towards yourself and soothing yourself like a friend, not a bug to fix. It's time to leave this self-created limbo. And when you allow it, lightness appears, a relief, peace. Your creativity comes back, and the true self that's always been here finally can spread its wings and start living the life it always wanted to live. So if you do find yourself feeling stuck and like awareness has ruined your life, then don't worry. You are ripe for this transformation. And when you allow yourself to feel little by little, meeting these vulnerabilities, part after part, you are getting them back. You're getting back yourself. And instead of being fragmented against yourself, at war with yourself, you're integrating these parts one by one. I spent the last year putting together everything I know about building body awareness and nervous system expansion to boost your manifesting efforts that help you release the emotions, release what is still holding you back. Whether you're calling in financial security, money, or thriving business, love of your life, a new living situation. And I've put it all together in a course that includes practices for the mind and the body. So if this sounds like something that could help you and accelerate your progress, definitely check the links in the description of this video. And if you feel resistant towards how the things are unfolding for you in your life, you can watch this video next, where I talk about why I'm grateful for my failed manifestations.